Hi Cancer, welcome to Dream Prophet. This is your August 2018 reading. I am going week to week. I'm also using Cheryl Richardson self-care cards, Magical Mermaids and Dolphins by Doreen Virtue, along with the Romance Angels and the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. All right, let's start off with the first week. We have Choose Wisely, Simplify Your Life, and Connection. Choose wisely. I feel that you have multiple choices to make, and it's very important that you take the time to make these decisions. Don't rush into it, because I feel that the choices you're making will are big choices. They're not small. So it's not like, should I pick the blue blanket or the pink blanket for your daughter or something like that. This is major stuff. Like, does this person fit into my life? Is this the right person for me? Is this the right job for me? Is this the right situation for me? Perhaps it's even having to decide between two people. So sometimes, we sit and we feel overwhelmed because there are so many choices ahead of us. And you really have to take the time to think alone sometimes and meditate on what is the right choice for you moving forward. We also have Simplify Your Life, and this says eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. So perhaps, like I said, your life may be a little bit overcomplicated at the moment because you have so many choices or so many decisions to make, and it could have to do with your career or your love life or any situation at all. And this is really saying that you do have to cut things out, get rid of what no longer serves you in your life moving forward. And that's why it's a very important decision and not something to take lightly. I mean, it could be as simple as, as light as time to clean the house, do a feng shui, get rid of things you don't need, donate them. I mean, this could be a great opportunity to do that too, to create space for something new to come into your life. So again, still having a lot of decisions to make, whether it's something that's very deep or something a little bit on the lighter side. Now, I do see connection here, so I feel like there is a strong connection coming into your life, and maybe that's why there is a real seriousness here to removing some things or creating the space within your life to allow someone to come into your life, or basically making space for them to fit in your life as well. And for those of you who are looking to make a connection, I mean, this is a great way to attract someone to come into your life as well. It's when you create the space for someone, it brings them in. But if you don't create a space within your home environment or around you, even in your energetic field, it's hard for them to come in. All right, but I do see a really beautiful connection in the first week of August. I mean, the two hands together holding it really show that you're working together on this union, and it's really something quite beautiful. I feel it's spiritual. There's the universe. So this connection, I feel it's a destined connection, something on a much deeper level. So for those of you who are wondering if you should commit further into a relationship, this really does feel like that it would be going to another level. All right, for your second week, victory and success. So all your hard work will pay off. You are going to be victorious in this situation. It's also connected to music. So for those of you who are involved in the music industry, I mean, this is a huge indication for you that things will go well for you. So if you're a singer-songwriter, you're going to be very victorious in writing perhaps a hit song, or writing something that you can sell, or creating something that you can actually put out into the public eye. And it's going to have many blessings for you because here we have victory and success plus blessings. So this is something that's coming from the universe. This is divine timing. And I really feel that it has something to do with music. You know, it doesn't have to be just singer-songwriter. It could be a musician, perhaps if you play an instrument, or if you're a DJ. Anything to do with the music industry, I feel that there's some real victory here, blessings. And for others who aren't in the music industry, this could be that music really gives you that energy. Just playing music really creates a positive energy within your energy field to be able to create these blessings and manifestations to come your way. So I feel like the second week, you really are being blessed with being on the winning side of things. In the third week, okay, we have a little bit of a disruption here. There is something that's going to happen in the third week that you're not going to be happy about. This is considered the Tower card. It could be a shakeup, could be just an argument with someone. You know, this, when I see this card, I do feel that it's disruptive, a little bit disruptive, and it's going to take you by surprise. You're going to get angry. So it's definitely going to put a shock to your emotional system. And I say that because right next to it is watch your thoughts. So something may trigger you in your life that you're not happy about. And it's really saying be careful that you don't allow this to affect you too much, not to get stuck in your negative mindset. Because sometimes, you know, when people upset us or a situation occurs that we're not happy about, it's very disappointing. We get affected, and it affects our energy, and then that affects everything else in our life. And here's the courage card here too. So I feel like you do have the courage to stay positive, to really check yourself when this does occur. You know, use that energy of the lion or lioness, depending on what gender you are. Use that courage to keep you in a positive mind frame and to not let this situation get the best of you. You do have the skills and talent to be able to deal with this situation, so not to let it bother you too much. I feel like this is something that won't be long lasting anyway. It might be a bit of a surprise, but again, you know, with the courage card, you can handle this. And in the fourth week, yeah, see, with the courage, here's your solar plexus wide open. This is your self-confidence, willpower. And the next card is protection and listening. So I feel like the universe is really there for you. You're being protected in this situation. You have the confidence to move forward. And really trust your intuition. That's what this listening card is all about. Trust your intuition, what your intuition is saying, to move forward. You are fully protected in what is the situation is occurring, so not to worry, and you know, feel free to have confidence in the situation that things will pan out in your favor. This isn't necessarily the justice card, but with all three combined, I feel like the universe is really behind you and protecting you throughout this situation. Yeah. And that you're going to be okay, not to worry. All right, I just want to, I feel like compelled to pick another card overall, because, you know, I do feel like you're making some changes, you're really bringing in some good stuff, and then something happens and sort of throws you off your game, but you're staying strong and you're trusting in your intuition, and you will get through this. So let's just take another final overall. Okay, so the throat chakra. You know, this may have something to do if you're a singer-songwriter, again, because there's the, or a public speaker. This is coming through. And this is also about, don't be afraid to speak up and say what you need to say. You know, it's important to trust your instincts, but also speak up if there has been an injustice of some sort. Okay, and then it's back to growth again. So this is something, a new project coming in that will bear fruit. So this is a seed that you have planted and you're getting assistance. You see the two hands here. So again, support from others on a project that will promise growth. So again, a little bit of a blip near the 3rd and 4th week of August, but everything will pan out. Just speak up and trust your instincts. All right, let's talk about love. We'll start with the singles first. for August 2018, singled individuals. All right. Okay, so for our singled Cancerians, August 2018. Just waiting for the cards to let me know that they're ready. Ah, there we go. Okay, first week, second week, third week, and fourth week. Whoa, bit of a change for the wedding. Well, I'm going to start with the first card, Release Your Ex. It's very interesting because even with the first week as well, having to make some decisions, cutting things out and making way for this new connection, I feel you can do that by releasing any old experiences that are affecting you in the now. So this may be, sometimes when there have been relationships that haven't worked out, we feel that we've had closure, but what happens is if we don't have closure, we end up taking that baggage and bringing it to the next relationship. This part to me is really letting go of all of that, all those past experiences that may affect you moving forward and finding this wonderful connection. And it helps to clear out your energy by doing that. Or maybe you're in a situation where your ex wants to come back in and you finally have to say, no, it's not the right connection. There's perhaps maybe even someone else that is drawing your attention, or in order to have this connection, you really have to let them go. Okay? Second week, codependency. Again, this is something that it could be the other person wanting, coming to you, and they've got these addictions of wanting you to fulfill something within them that they're lacking, or this could be yourself as well. When you're connecting with someone, take a look at this. Is this an old addictive habit that you have where you're looking outside of yourself for someone to fulfill something that may be void within your life? And you don't want to get caught up in this codependent cycle moving forward. So you may be dealing with that in the second week. So this is a good opportunity, if it does come up, to finally release that type of energy or that cycle so that you can move forward and have a healthier relationships. And I do see in the third week, it says worth waiting for. So the connection that you're looking for is definitely worth working on yourself and getting prepared for them to come into the future, because there is divine timing here at play. And in the fourth week, we have wedding. So for some of you may be attending a wedding in the fourth week, or you may be meeting someone who may be wedding material. Again, this is for single people. So it would mean that you wouldn't have anyone in your life at the moment, but perhaps you might be meeting someone in the fourth week who you could potentially see yourself with down the road. They certainly have that type of material. Or you may end up meeting someone at an event, a wedding, or an engagement party or something like that. All right. Let's take a look now at those. That's just my phone. Sorry about that. I'll let it go to voicemail while I deal with this. Let's do partnerships now. Those who are already married or in a serious relationship. For Cancer, August 2018. August 2018. For August 2018, Cancer. August 2018. Just waiting for the cards to speak to me here. Oh, there we go. All right, first week, second week, third week, fourth week. All right, so it seems that perhaps for some of you, again, this can't apply to everyone, But I do see that you're getting together very soon. Perhaps you haven't had a lot of time together time for with each other. So I feel that this is saying be clear about what you want from your partner and vice versa, and discuss that, and so that you can spend quality time together. And I feel that you are going to be getting together in the first week, or having more time for each other in the first week of August. And, you know, as I look back at these cards too, where, you know, you have to simplify your life, maybe it's coming together and discussing, okay, what is it that we need to do to have more time for each other so that we can have this wonderful connection? What do we have to do in our lives? What do we have to drop in our lives? Perhaps it's a busy work schedule, any other obligations that we know that no longer serve us together as a couple, so that we can be together. So maybe that's something that you can discuss together. In the second week, attraction. I mean, this can be really being in the present moment with each other, learning, you know, obviously to stop and smell the roses, and taking that time out again. And when I look back at the cards that you do have for the second week, I mean, you have blessings, you have victory, there's music here. Maybe this is about, you know, reigniting that passion, and really looking at each other and remembering what it is that attracted you to each other in the first place, and recapturing that. You know, maybe going to a dance, maybe music can help you get in the mood for each other. I really do feel that you're starting to see each other again in that way that you used to. And again, we see that in the third week. There's real flirting going on here. You know, it's interesting, because I do feel like there is something happening in the third week, but obviously it's not affecting your relationship. You're still being able to be lighthearted with each other throughout what is happening in your life besides your romantic relationship. Or, you know, this could, in fact, maybe you did have an argument, and you have to have the courage to be open and honest with your partner, and then you end up, you know, having this ability to talk or to flirt with each other again, and be lighthearted throughout something that could be quite potentially serious in your life. In the fourth week, we definitely see a reconciliation, getting back together, perhaps maybe after an argument. You know, because you realize that you do need each other, and you're reconnecting. You know, I see this more of a minor thing. I don't see this as something big, but for some of you, it may be. Please let me know what's going on in your life, and how this does affect you. I'm going to pick one more card with regards to the coupled. A new love. Wow. So you're really reigniting that passion between the two of you. I don't see any separation here, so I feel that this wouldn't be someone new coming into your life. I think this is just, you know, you get back together and you refresh that love between the two of you after perhaps an argument. And it certainly ends on a good note. You know, you're back in those romantic feelings again, and feeling like you did when you were first courting each other. All right. Thank you so much to everyone for subscribing. I also want to thank those who purchased my Number Oracle app, and I'd like to leave you, Cancer, with a Number Oracle message for August. So I'm just going to pick a number here from the Number Oracle. Let's see what you get. 312. 312. 312. Okay, here we go. Your message for August is, you know in your heart that you need to let go of the situation. Detaching may not be an easy process, but doing so leaves a space available for something new and better. Feel the emotions of this loss and release them by allowing the tears to fall. Let the healing begin and return to happiness. And I really feel that that's what's happening in the first week for sure, just having to simplify your life when it comes to making space for better connection. This may in fact be having to let someone close to you go, you know, and hoping for a better understanding of the relationship. And for those who are single, if you want to bring in that person, you know, you have to be willing to let go of things that don't serve you, or the relationships moving forward, or, you know, past relationships, so that you can have a fresh one and not be caught up in the same old cycle. Anyway, there is your message. It looks like a really good August for you, letting go and allowing yourself to bring in something new and better for yourself. Enjoy.